Hello everybody, hello, welcome. Thank you for watching. Danny Shay out of his bathrobe, doing some leftovers from world news. Got a lot of great, interesting political questions, off political questions. The political questions for the US we didn't get to because we're looking at world, not US, because we always focus on the US in most of the readings. So, Gigi, here's your question. And she asked two. We're going to read the first one. What the heck is going to happen with the Flynn brothers? That's what she's saying. What the heck? What the heck? Michael Flynn continues to fund trader groups, and his brother is still the commander of the whole Pacific Fleet operations. So, Michael, wasn't he Trump's chief of staff for like 5 minutes? And then it came out that he lied to somebody and Pence said, see ya, lied to Pence or something. And so they canned him right away. That was when they had a semblance of ethics. Well, let's just pretend we're ethical. Not anymore. That pretend is out the window. What the heck is going on, Michael? Oh, Page of Cups. What's this fish coming out of this cup? He thinks he's all calm, and it's kind of this kind of young, stupid energy. Okay, I'm not going to go too far into what this Page of Cups means with him because I got a lot to read on. 9 of Swords. Whatever this information is that's coming out, he's worried about it. He's worried about it. The 8 of Swords, at the base of the reading, he's got some legal troubles from the past that are coming up. And the 2 of Pentacles, he's juggling something. And in the potential near future, the 2 of Cups, whoops, coming together with something, some idea, whatever came out of that cup, he's got to blend that. And when I pulled this 2 of Cups, I got that he was going to flip. Let me just keep going real quick. Slow moving Knight, Queen of Cups in the external position, the secrets that she has in that cup. And in this deck, oh, look at this. In this deck, sorry for the glare, 1 foot on all the money, that cup is empty. So the secrets are out there. It's not like it's hidden. He's still working it, trying to do whatever money thing he's working on. Oh, in the final outcome, he's got the Star of Hope. Why am I thinking that this slow-moving knight is associated with that Star of Hope? As a clarifier, the Page of Wands and Justice. Okay, this Star of Hope, the Star card, it's balancing earth, water, stars. We have this Page of Wands with information speaking to whoever they're speaking to, the audience. This card, this Page of Cups, the information that came out, it's kind of just going to pop out, but the Queen of Swords is going to latch onto it because she's been following this thing. And I really think that he's going to flip to get a little better deal. But the final outcome is justice is coming his way. So I'm not sure, because I don't follow him that much, what is going on with I don't know what's going on with his past information and his past legal woes and troubles. Are they still continuing? Yeah, you know, I just feel like they are, and that past is going to catch up with him. It feels like, just thinking about that Queen of Swords, that the J6th justice is coming for him. And he's going to cut a deal. Because he's scared of that Eight of Wands prison. Because that's what he's marinating in. That Eight of Swords energy. Sorry, the Eight of Swords energy. Okay, let's look at his brother real quick. Maybe I'll speed this up since that went 7 minutes. His brother. Well, justice is coming for him too. Because he's got the Queen of Cups with an open secret. And he's gonna, you know, he's gonna be battling it out. So I'm not seeing like jail time with him. But I do see a lot of legal troubles with him. And he is tied to the devil. In fact, he's married to the devil. What does that mean? Now, not literally, for entertainment purposes only, he's got an addiction that he's married to. Is that better? That he's going to need to defend himself in some legal. So I don't think he's out of the woods yet either. So, all right, let's move on. Oh, Harlan Crow. Should I? I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to Harlan Crow, GG. Oh, Dolores Cannon. This is coming from Karen. This was interesting. I'm not sure I really understand it. The question is, Dolores Cannon shared that when she used to call the subconscious, that what she used to call the subconscious were actually beings. I had the craziest dream last night. And it was so vivid. It was this huge, huge download. It was going to make the world all at peace. It was going to answer all my questions, give everybody $1 million that would not like freak them out or anything. No food insecurities. It was just excellent. And I woke up and I go, you need to write that down. And then I go, write what down? I couldn't remember any of it, but I remember right before I woke up going, this is the most amazing dream. You got to write this down. And so as soon as I woke up, it was gone. Like, why do they tease me like that? These subconscious beings. So, Karen wants to know, and I should be using my galactic deck. She said that Dolores Cannon learned that they were higher up and more powerful than angels, archangels, ascended masters, true blue beings, something else. What are they? What are they? I'm going to use, let's see what we can get with some intuitive cards. What are they? And the thing with this for me is it's all labels so much. So the dream that I had was a really powerful energy. Big. And it was physically big. rotund, hefty, that kind of energy. One you can't miss. It was big. So for me, when I call them archangels, angels, the labels kind of throw me a little bit. The energy doesn't. So I think the question is, what comes through in our dreams? What comes through in our subconscious? These blue beings? And again, I'm not clear on the question, so let's just pull 6. What are these subconscious beings that we get? Can we get an answer? What are these subconscious beings when we dream? I think I can stop it right there. It's all about love. I don't know if you could read that. Large, huge, hefty. Loss, growth, struck down, science and networks. Interesting. Okay, let me see if I can pull this together. Big love, big love with loss, growth. Okay, so what I get with these, with our subconscious beings, are they blue beans? Are they, I think they're green beans. Green beans. And then there's some asparagus beans. No cauliflower beans. No. But big love, that's all interconnected, that is trying to wake us up with this lightning bolt thing for our growth. We go into this with a loss, but we've come out with something big. So maybe the loss, as we feel it, triggers something that is allowing us to see how that's beneficial for us. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's move on to something I do know I'm talking about. Does Biden have a body double? Does Biden have a body double? Hey, this wasn't my question. This is Kathy's question. Huh. I know a Kathy K. I wonder if you, do I know you? So, does Biden have a body double? Sometimes he looks different to me. Does Biden have a body double? I'm hearing no. I know Putin does. I think Trump does. I know he has an alter ego. I don't know how why have an alter ego? His ego is big enough as it is. He doesn't need an alter ego. Does Biden have a body double? If he does, it's not because he wants a body double. It's because Secret Service says you need a body double. Let me look at it that way. Does the Secret Service require presidents to have body doubles? Does the Secret Service require presidents to have body doubles? What a job that would be. You're going to be a body double. In other words, you're going to be target practice. Does he have a body double? Interesting. I get yes. Let me drop this down so you can see, because I'm pointing it out to y'all. Can you see that? Is that good? Is that good? Let me zoom in. Zooming in. So that it's, does he have a body double? Well, here's a body double, and this is like, I pulled this when I said, oh yeah, you're going to be target practice. And it was like, hey, I don't want to be target practice. I'm the double. And I go, it's the Secret Service requiring it for the country. The rebuild card would be, you know, I think it's, if something were to happen, then you'd have to I don't know. I don't know where that rebuild is, but it's takes a leap of faith. It's for the good. And every drop in the ocean, and this is what made me say yes. So if it's every drop in the ocean, if you just take a drop out, take another drop out, the drops look the same. Drops look the same. Yes, he does have a body double. And if you think that's wrong, blame Libby, because those are her cards. At the end of 2024, this is from Sarah Hellas, will the world, as well as those in the U.S., feel satisfied with the American justice system's efforts to bring current lawbreakers into account? I don't know if Andrea and I talked about this before the show or after the show. But this is an interesting way to ask, is the justice system going to prevail in the U.S.? And how is the world going to react to it? So, at the end of 2024, let's kick this up to 2025. How does the world feel? I gotta tweak the question a little bit. How do democratic nations feel about the American justice system in 2025? How did democracies around the world look at American justice in 2025? Does it help them? Does it help the democracies, or does it hurt the democracies? Because we've seen a rise in fascism because of Trump and who we elected. And I know I'm hearing you guys already. I didn't elect him. We are all one nation. At least I hope we can be. So, how do democracies around the world think of our justice system? As a success or a failure? One World Tarot, howling at the moon. It's not so good. There's secrets coming out of the water. It's kind of dark. But the moon sheds light on some nefarious things, some shadowy things. Yeah, and it's covered by the Strength card. So the justice system, the moon card, looks at the things that we don't want to really look at. It's covered with strength. So they're looking at us with strength, Some kind of new beginning happening. Other countries. I think that, let me drop this down and we'll take a quick look at this. No really negative cards. Sorry, let me move this. No negative cards that, at all. We have a new beginning in the potential new near future. Excuse me, near future. We have the Hanged Man suspension. It takes a long time to get this new beginning. The hopes and fears are that the legal process will be swift, but with that Hanged Man, it's not so swift. But the Nine of Pentacles is an abundance card. Even though it's the U.S., which is in her own little protective garden, it is a yes card, that it is going to, and look, we have the Empress. We have the Empress down here that is also, I got too much stuff, that is also an abundance card. So yeah, and here's the justice system. Take a look at it. So internally, these other countries they're kind of sad. They're going, what do we do? How does this work? And then the U.S. hands them an offer. This is what we did. This is how we did it. Although it is going to be some kind of a new beginning for us. Oops, wrong deck. And we have the Wheel of Fortune to clarify the Nine of Pentacles, karma, and the Eight of Cups, walking away from sorrow. So, yeah, I think the world is going to look at our justice system and how it played out and say, thank you. You guys finally did the right thing for democracy. So that's a good one. All right. Switching decks. Tarot Grand Lux. Tarot Grand Lux. And the question that we have, oh lovely, maybe I should use my Deviant Moon deck. Governor Sarah Sanders refuses to have a prisoner released from prison that has been proven innocent. He has spent 30 years behind bars, and now she has kicked his case down the road to be reviewed 6 years from now. He's been proven innocent. The real murderer has confessed. Will he be released? Will this and all her thefts of government money help kick her out of office? Okay, a couple of questions here. It helps if I would know the name of the guy, just so I can tap in a little bit better. But let me think. This person that Iris is asking about, he's already been proven innocent. The murderer confessed, and she kicked. I don't understand how you do that, but I get that he's still going to stay there for a little bit. Let's just pull 3 on it and see what I get from the cards. It feels like it even feels like to me like the guards are like a little sympathetic for this guy and go, want an extra TV dinner? I mean, they're like helping him out, that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's helping anybody out. Having 2 TV dinners? Ew. One's bad enough. We used to eat TV dinners watching Bonanza. Yeehaw! Ooh. Sarah Sanders. Or Bonanza. I was saying Bonanza and the devil popped up. That can't be true. All right, I think of all these old series that I used to watch, and I go, where would they be in this political craziness right now? Would they be MAGA? Oh, we should probably look at Mark Cuban. He's selling his basketball team. He's getting out of his TV show. I've seen things in my newsfeed that say he's going to run for office in 2024. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll sneak a question in. All right. This guy with his prisoner who is innocent. The guy said, I did it. It's not this guy. Sarah said, yeah, we'll look at this in 6 years. What's the 411? 3 cards. Will he be getting out before 6 years? Damn. Dang. He's going to be stuck in there for a while. He got stabbed in the back. He's going to need strength. But he will get out. He will get out, but it's not going to... It's going to be before the end of the 6 years, but he's still going to be in there for a while. Sarah Sanders. Is this going to be used against you along with your financial woes to boot you out of office? Sarah Sanders. 3 cards. She's leaving. The completion card. Going back to a simpler time. So I got the Chariot. She's leaving. Or she's moving and she needs some strength to manage these horses. In this deck, I like to look to see what the horses are doing. Sorry about the glare, dang it. And they're both on crazy paths. So this driver really needs to get these guys under control. There's a lot of craziness going on down in Arkansas with her. And she appears, look at that guy's face. Appears calm. Everything's good. It isn't. We have the World card. This is the completion card. And then we have going back to a simpler time. So I think she's gone, and I think that this, because the way I asked the question, that case does hurt her. Yeah, it's just so sad. So sad. You know, and Pumpkinhead talks about a 2-tiered justice system. He goes, there's a 2-tiered justice system. And I'm like, what, you just figuring this out? What about all the BLM protests and George Floyd 2-tiered system? And yeah, there is. And I just read something about the head of the BLM saying he's going to vote for Trump. Did I read that right? Ew. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Rose Blue, Russia withdraw from Ukraine in February or March. I'm not really good with time frames. I'm not going to get that, but thank you for your questions. I'm just not good at time frames. When I first read on the Ukraine war, I said it was going to be really short. And I said, but any war is too long. And what is short compared to wars? Well, Vietnam, it was, how many years? And Afghanistan was how many years? Anyway, Ukraine and Russia. Let me just pull 3, see what I get. Ukraine and Russia. This is why I don't like pulling on Ukraine and Russia in wars. I got a new beginning. Yay. Well, that's true. We got the Chariot moving, fast movement. And then I got the Death card. Is that for rebirth, or is that... And that's why I don't like reading on it. There's going to be a new beginning. They are moving away, and there's going to be fast movement. Is it because of all the death? I don't know. It's... Okay. Florida and Rick Scott. Can you take a look at this is, who is this? V. Perez. Can you take a look at the gal running against Rick Scott for the U.S. Senate? Debbie McCaskill-Powell. Okay, so Debbie Powell, she has previously served in the U.S. Congress representing the Miami-Dade area. She's running for Senate against Rick Scott. There's a long way to go in the elections, so we'll get into it a little bit more. Who's gonna be winning? The big thing for me about this is just get out and support your candidate. I don't care who you're voting for. Support your candidate. Get out and vote, especially now, for the primaries and all this. Get out and vote. Okay. Debbie, I'm going to look at the gal. Debbie Powell. Debbie Powell. I don't know anything about her, so let's see what I get. 3 cups. That's a good card. 3 cups. Ooh. Being crossed by the 4 swords. Retreat, sickness, kind of an illness. At the base of the reading is Ace of Cups. Past 6 of Wands. Sorry. Past. Past 6 of Wands. Moving in like a winner. At the top is the King of Coins. Is that Scott? And in the potential near future, I have the 2 of Wands, which is some kind of choice that needs to be made. I'm getting no. Right now, the energy, it's kind of all over the place, But when you have the Three of Swords as the outcome, you have the Six of Swords moving on to calmer waters. I don't see it. I don't see her taking it. Okay, moving on, moving on. Oh, Sunshine, Bermuda. This is a Venezuela question. Venezuela. And I don't know anything about Venezuela, but I found it very, very interesting. Very interesting when I did the research on this, which is why I love doing world news, because I get to do a lot of research. There is a landmass between Guyana and Venezuela, and it is a mineral-rich land mass, and it's in dispute as to who owns it. The Venezuela government under Maduro says they're going to possibly move into that area and possibly take it, like Russia did with Crimea. And so, is Venezuela about to get into a military conflict over this strip of land called, I just saw it, Essequibo, butchering that name. And I had to read on this question because she really put a lot into it. Is Venezuela going to try to steal this oil-rich disputed land from Ghana? How do I pronounce that? Guyana, Guyana. Is Venezuela going to try to steal this land via military? I'm hearing no. Please, please, please. And it's because of they're seeing what's going on with Russia. They're seeing what's going on with Israel and Hamas down in Palestine, in the Gaza region. Venezuela, are they going to get into it? Are they going to get into a war over this? Just do 3 cards to see. I think they're going to pause on this. They're looking at Russia, the Empress card. They do want to bring out a big stick. They do want to take this land. But they got the Hanged Man in the near future. That means that they're either going to look at it from a different point of view, a different perspective, or they're just going to pause. So let's look. In 2020, the end of 2025, same question. Is Venezuela going to try to go after this oil-rich, disputed land? 2025. They're laying low. No, they're not going to do it. So they've got the Hermit card. They're going to be a little isolated. I think Venezuela is going to be a little more isolated than they are now. There's some justice that's coming. And I know this was brought up in front of the Hague, according to Sunshine Bermuda. And they're going to lay down. They're going to go, no, this is not what we should be doing. So thank you for the question. That was a good one. Good long one. We read on Pierre Boyever, whatever. Are Earth Mama, thank you. Okay, from Deb at the Beach. Deb at the Beach. A group of remote viewers has seen in the year 2050 to 2060 as having power mostly in states and groups rather than the federal government. Certainly that's where the Supreme Court is going. And she's going, is it starting now with the red and blue states? Is it starting now with the red and blue states? If I was to look into 2050, 2060, I would do that through a journey, not so much, just really get into it and kind of walk the path a little bit. Not through cards so much, but is it happening now? Is this divide? I mean, the Supreme Court said that with Roe v. Wade. Is this going to continue, that the states have more power than the federal government? States have more power. Are we going that direction? States having more power than the federal government. King of Cups, that's Joe Biden. Not that he's going to be around at that time. King of Swords, so it's interesting. We have a King of Swords, King of Cups. We have calming energy. We have more combative energy, sharp energy. At the base, winning at any cost. Heartbreak, starting on a new journey. And the Ten of Pentacles is in the potential near future as the family coming together. Yeah, I think we are on the start of this, something new. It feels like we're walking away from the federal government, from the unifying, cohesive family. We're on a fool's journey. We're being foolish to do that. But the people who want to split that up, they get their wish. The Nine of Cups. Hopes and fears, people are celebrating. You always got to be careful what you wish for. And we get the new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. So, yeah. Yikes. Almost getting up to an hour. Okay. The last one. This is kind of an interesting one as well. So Betty was asking about oh no, I'm sorry. I wanted to go to Esther. She wanted the Book of Knowledge, the Keys of Enoch. I hadn't heard anything about it. I mean, I heard something about it, but nothing more. I went on the website and I went, wow, that is a big website that you can buy all sorts of things. And I go, they're selling a lot. And my spidey senses went, why are they selling so much? But it talks about earth changes and how mankind is capable of regenerating organs, bones, and tissues. And I'm like, yeah. And your question is? I think, yeah. I think that we have such a block. And it stems, it stems from written history. Because written history is just such a short period of the history of humankind on this planet. a lot of the written history was taken by the church, the Catholic Church. And I'm assuming other big, powerful churches, Scientology, Mormonism. Is Scientology really a church? It says the Church of Scientology. But I'm sure they've taken some documents and hid them. We don't want you to know because we want you to step in line and think how we think. So they have taken all of these writings that pertain to how to create miracles in our lives, such as regenerating limbs and organs and stuff like that. And they've hidden them. We don't want you to think that you can do that, even though the Bible says we can. So let's just look. Is that technology? It's not technology. Is that awareness going to be coming out in the near future? And I'm using my Galactic Heritage deck because this is more of a galactic thing. This Book of Enoch. I don't know, did somebody write it or did they find it? Is it like the Dead Sea Scrolls where the Essenes wrote it, hid it, and the church has taken 90% of it or whatever percentage? So will we in the future be able to regrow organs? And I wanted to clarify it and say not through CRISPR technology, because I think with CRISPR technology we can. Let's just see what I get. 3 cards. So when I was thinking about all this, I was going, you know, we're going to be too stubborn to think that we can. And that's what I got, the stubbornness card. We do want to find common ground. We want to find this with the seduction addiction card. We want to find it. We're looking for it, and I think this is the CRISPR technology. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. I think I understand what they're saying. So with our stubbornness, we have this black league patterning where it's not allowing us to move forward. And we're working on this and hoping on this in desperation. And we have this homesickness where we want to go back to the roots, to the original, where we can recreate organs, limbs, and things like that. So in other words, we want to turn into frogs. Go back to being a frog, because in worms, I think worms, lizards, cut off a lizard tail, it grows back. Frogs, I think they regenerate limbs. Starfish, ooh. Now, I'd do that. I'd go back and be a starfish. And so this homesickness, I wanted a clarification on this because it feels like we're stopping ourselves with our stubbornness because we're too desperate to make it happen. Sometimes, you know, you want things so bad and then you go, oh, screw it, I give up. And then you get it, right? So it's learning to nurture and living in the now. Learning to nurture, living in the now. And then we get to be starfish. yeah, we can do this, but we have so much working against us in our mind that we can't do it. That's not going to happen until we let go and realize what the natural path is. We're going to try to do it through CRISPR and all that stuff. And all right. Oh, hope you don't mind. This can't. Huh, I didn't see this before. Well, this is Betty, and she's saying, I think I answered this. Yeah, she was going off of Esther's question. She goes, the indigenous people of Australia and other First Peoples around the globe knew this practice well, even mending bones. When asked about this knowledge, the response was, we heal nothing. We remind the body, bone, organ how to mend, how it is meant to function, and it restores itself to that functionality of optimal performance. There's so many things that we need to wake up and remember once again. So let's see what the common ground of learning to nurture, living in the now, I think she answered the question. Yay, cool. Thank you, Betty. All right, anything else? That's it. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the great questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's getting dark out here, so gotta go. Peace and love.